Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Shaunneka and today I will be guiding you through a yin yoga sequence for your upper and lower body. So we will be starting reclined, taking it a little bit easy and working our way towards some more deeper hip openers and finish off with a heart opener. So you will need 2 blocks for today's practice. We will go ahead and get started in a laying down position. So laying all the way down onto your back, we will take Recline Pigeon from here. So taking your right ankle and crossing it over the left kneecap. You can always push away on that right thigh with your right hand, or otherwise picking up the left foot, weaving your hands to the hole that you've created, grabbing hold of the back of the left hamstring, or on top of the left shin. And as always, the tendency is to lean to the right here, so slight lean to the left. Really making sure that right foot is flexed to protect the knee. Nice deep breaths. Coming into our last few breaths here, considering drawing the knee in on every exhale. Inhale, the knee moves away. And exhale to draw in. Let's take our last 2 breaths. Nice big inhale. And on the exhale, squeeze in. One more inhale. exhale, draw in. Gently release the grip of the left shin or hamstring and uncross that right knee. Just take a moment here before we come to the other side. Let's go ahead and ground down through the right foot this time and cross the left ankle over the right kneecap. Always remembering that you can stay here, pushing away on the left thigh with the left hand if that helps. Otherwise, taking the same variation that you took on the other side. And again, we have a tendency to lean to the left, so slight lean to the right. It also helps too if you think about pushing your right knee into your left calf, left shin. Coming into our last few breaths here. Remembering to draw in on every exhale. Let's take our last 2 breaths here. Nice big inhale, fill up. And draw inside out. Last one, inhale. And exhale. release. Bring the right foot back to the mat and uncross the left ankle from the right kneecap. Just take a moment here. From here, rolling onto your side and pushing yourself all the way up, making our way into a forward fold. So for this one, you may or may not decide to use your block. Just have it handy in case. Bringing your feet just as wide as your mat, so you want your legs to have a nice V shape, and just move the flesh from underneath your sit bones so that you're nice and grounded here. I know in yin, it's totally fine to curve the spine and fold forward, but I always like to take a nice big inhale here and walk my hands down as far forward as I can before I begin to round my spine. You can place the block in front of you, palms face up, or you can take your pinky fingers and weave them underneath your calves, allowing the head to drop. This pose is wonderful as it opens everything through the back line. So just from the bottom of the feet, back of the legs, all the way up the back to the head. And for some of us, you can feel this stretch right into your forehead. Nice deep breaths into the back body. Almost imagining like you have a balloon in your rib cage. And every inhale, that balloon expands. And on the exhale, it deflates. Coming into our last few breaths, making any minor adjustments to allow yourself to go just a little bit deeper. Maybe you walk the arms and the fingertips forward a little bit more. Find a little bit more length. Last 2 breaths. Nice big inhale. Fill up that balloon. Open the mouth and let it go. One more inhale. And exhale. Very gently lifting the gaze, walking your fingertips all the way back, and just lean back here. So sink into your shoulder girdle. Bringing yourself all the way back up, and we will set up for the last pose. So from here, we'll make our way into a heart opener, including a hip opener for our hip flexors and psoas. So let's set up our blocks first, bringing the first block at its highest height and the second block at its second highest height. Find yourself in a tabletop position, and take your thumb and move the fleshy part of your calves to the side. And sit back down so that your bum is on the mat and not your feet. Making sure your feet are to the outside of your hips and that your heels are hugging in. From here, go ahead and lower down onto the blocks, making sure the first block is not digging into your low back. So you will have to find that sweet spot for yourself and place your head on the top block. You can bring your arms out beside you. And you can always think about picking up your hips and tucking your tailbone under and setting it back down. Might help increase the stretch a little bit. You can cactus the arms, bring them up overhead. Coming into our last few breaths here, making these nice and deep. Grab onto opposite elbows if you'd like. The last two breaths here. Nice big inhale, fill up. Maybe reach your arms for a nice long body stretch. And exhale, release. One more inhale. And exhale. So from here, pushing into your elbows, rolling to one side without coming all the way up. Remove your blocks. And if you'd like, keeping your legs just like this and coming to lay all the way down onto the mat. Just for a few breaths. Go ahead, maybe you grab onto your heels, push into your elbows, push yourself all the way up. Remove your feet from underneath you, bend the knees, bring a block with you, and roll back all the way onto the mat. So to finish today's class, we will be elevating our legs. You can also do this against the wall, but I will demonstrate with a block. You're simply going to push into your feet to pick up your hips. Place the block underneath your sacrum. It's that flat piece of bone. You don't want the block digging into your low back and your bum hanging off of the block. So find that sweet spot for yourself. Bend the knees in towards the chest and extend the legs up. And just allowing gravity to do the work here. And your knees don't need to be stick straight. Slight bend in the knees. Enjoying all those tingling sensations in the legs. feeling free to stay here for as long as you'd like. Otherwise, making sure that you gently bend the knees before coming out. Just taking a moment before you bring your feet to the mat. And once you do so, you can gently remove the block from underneath you. I do hope you enjoyed today's practice, and I look forward to seeing you back here again soon. Have a wonderful day.